Hey there. So in this AdSkills tutorial, we'll be talking about Facebook ads lookalike audiences, one of the most powerful features inside of Facebook. If you've never watched an AdSkills video before, I just wanted to say welcome. My name is John Belcher. I'm the teacher here at AdSkills, and we're super excited to have you. So lookalike audiences are what we call Facebook's little black box of data. Basically what we're doing is we're taking the custom audiences we've already built. If you're not sure what custom audiences are, click on the card in the upper right hand corner of the video. But we're taking those pre-built custom audiences and telling Facebook, go find more people who look like this. Now those custom audiences may come from email lists, from lifetime value lists, from offline activity lists, from website activity, or from people who are engaging with content on our Facebook or Instagram accounts. There's tons of sources that we can use to build these custom audiences. All we care about now is how do we take those and turn those into lookalike audiences. And I guess the real question is, why would we do that? Well, lookalike audiences make our life easier because they help us scale with less effort. So Facebook is essentially looking at the profiles of all of the people who've taken the actions we care about, and it matches up in the back end without us seeing other people who look very similar from a digital perspective, called their digital thumbprint. So this is great because we don't have to do all the manual testing to try and figure out interests to find the people we want. Facebook is just saying, hey, we've got an idea of what they look like. Just let us go through and build some tests and we'll go from there. And the other great part is we can build lookalikes from 1% saying these people look very much like your current customers, all the way out to 10% saying they have a couple things in common, age, gender, and demographic. But outside of that, there's not a whole lot that they share in common. And we can test the degrees of separation and where the point of financial efficacy stops. So what do you need in order to make lookalike audiences? Well, first you got to have your custom audiences built, and second, you have to have access to those Facebook audiences. So sometimes when you're managing a person's account, you can see their audiences but can't actually utilize them. Just make sure that you've got advertiser account permissions so you can go through and create new audiences for them. So the steps of the process, you're going to choose whichever custom audience you want to be the seed audience. You're going to pick the target country and the lookalike percentage, and then you're going to go through and test it with your campaigns. So let's head over to Facebook and I'll show you how to do this. Okay, so I'm inside of my asset library, inside of my ad account. All you need to do to get here is upper left-hand corner, all tools, and click on audiences. So you can click here and create a lookalike audience. What I prefer to do is look at the audience that I want to build off of. So I'm going to use this example offline purchasers. Actions, create lookalike. And then what it's going to do, so we've selected our source or our seed audience. Now we're going to say what country do we want this to be. So I'm going to use United States. And then what we can do here is determine the audience size. So we could do 1%, 2%, 3%, 4%, 5%. And so this is going to include, the 5% includes everything up to 5%. Now the other cool thing that Facebook has recently introduced is right here under the advanced options, you can go through and build multiple audiences. So you can go all the way up to 6. So I could say, I want to have all of these audiences built. And so basically what we're going to do here, what you'll see is the lookalike audiences, the resulting audiences. We're going to have 1%, 1% to 2%, 2% 3, 3 to 4, 4 to 5, 5 to 6. And so each one of these is going to have 2.14 million people in them, which will add up to that 10 point whatever that it showed earlier. But now we've got it broken down so we can test out each one of these lookalikes individually and then figure out from the scale perspective at what percentage stops making sense from the financial side. We're not seeing the results we care about. So if I click create audience, all these lookalike audiences will go through and generate. I don't actually have any data inside of this, the account my seed audience. This was just an example that I used in another tutorial. So all of these lookalikes are going to have fewer than 1,000 because there's no data available in this one. So what you want to make sure is that you've got your custom audience that you're going to use as the seed or the source set up correctly, that you've got enough data in there, and then you go through and you build your lookalike audiences on top of that. If you have any questions about this, make sure to ask in the comments below. I want to make sure that you start using lookalike audiences. All you need to do now is go through and add these to your campaigns. So as you're putting them in your ad sets, you click the audiences to include, whichever lookalike you want, and you'll be off to the races. If you found this tutorial helpful and would like more information about how to succeed with paid traffic, subscribe to our YouTube channel. You'll be notified every time we put out a new video. Second, text Daily Edge to 44222. We'll send you a link to our daily newsletter, which has more than 20,000 subscribers learning about the bleeding edge information in paid traffic. Thanks so much and have a great day.